What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Andrew, and this is Coast to Coast Outdoor Adventures. For today's video, I am going to be talking about how you start backpacking. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Andrew, I already know how to backpack. But I was talking with a friend of mine over the weekend, and he said, man, I watch your channel, and the whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking, how does he even do that? How does he know where to go or how to get there? And that made me realize there's a lot of people that have no idea on even where to begin to start to backpack. So, today's video, maybe I can point you in a direction where you can get started on your own backpacking journey, because I've said a lot from this channel: get out in the woods. Just get in the woods, folks.
You don't even have to buy anything. Just go rent it. Get out there for a weekend.
Just get out in the woods and hike. So today, I'm going to help you do that. So today, if that's you, I'm going to teach you a few steps on how you can actually get out and get backpacking yourself. Now, when I was preparing for this video, I did a lot of researching myself, and I looked up other YouTube videos on this subject, and there's a lot of great material by other content creators out there. And some of the videos were a few minutes, some of them were over an hour long. So this video is not going to be a gear video or talk about the things that you need while backpacking. I have another video for that that talks about the 10 essential items that you'll want to have. I'll leave a link right here for you to go check that out. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about how you even start backpacking. So, the first advice I would give you is don't go out and buy a whole bunch of equipment that you may or may not like and you're stuck with. But find a friend who likes backpacking. If they're like me and other backpacking enthusiasts, they're going to have a lot of extra gear, and they're not going to mind letting you borrow it. So find someone that you know who loves backpacking and see if they will either go on a backpacking trip with you or let you borrow the gear that you need to get out there and try it for yourself before you go and spend a bunch of money. If you can't do that, if you don't have a friend or you can't borrow someone's gear, then don't go buy equipment just yet. First, start with going on a day hike with a backpack that you already have. It could be a book bag, just to see if you like it. You might not like backpacking. So go find a trail that you can day hike, something that's maybe 2 or 4, maybe 6 miles long. I probably would keep it to under 8 miles for your first trip, so you're not too worn out or tired. And pack some food and some water. Throw an emergency shelter in your day pack in case something goes wrong. But just start there to see if hiking 8, 10, 12 miles a day is something you're gonna enjoy. My first time I ever went backpacking, I was 16 years old, and I went with a friend who let me borrow his tent. And I had a Coleman 40-degree rectangle bag that was strapped to the outside of the back of my book bag, and we went backpacking. It was like 6 miles, and I froze my butt off all night long because the temperatures got down into like the low 30s, and all I had was a 40-degree bag. But from that moment on, I was hooked. I knew that I wanted to go again and that I wanted to get better equipment, and I just, I was hooked from that moment on. So, you know, once you go out and you find out that you're going to like backpacking, then you can start researching and looking into gear that you want to buy. Now, don't go out and spend hundreds and even thousands of dollars right away. Yeah, yeah, you can spend thousands of dollars really quick, but start with budget-friendly backpacking gear. A good place I like to start at would be REI Outlet, or other websites that have discounted backpacking gear. I'll leave some links in the description below of some good budget friendly and not so budget friendly backpacking items of your top 3 items that you're going to want to buy, which in this order: your sleep system, your shelter, and then your backpack. You want to buy your sleep system first, which is going to be your sleeping bag, the sleeping mattress, and a pillow. That is what is considered a sleep system. You could go with an economical sleep system, probably spend all in a couple $100. Or there's sleep systems out there that cost over $1,000 just for the sleep system. So you really can spend whatever you want. The next thing you're gonna want to get is your shelter. So again, I'll leave some links in the description, but you can go to REI Outlet and pick up, you know, a 1-person or a 2-person tent, um, and you can spend, you know, 120 to 200 and something dollars. Or you could want to go on a lightweight option where you have a trekking pole tent that weighs hardly anything and takes up very little space in your backpack. So you'll want to get those 2 items first, because that will determine how much of a backpack you need to carry your sleep system and your shelter. If you buy a backpack first and it is too small, well, you'll have to buy a bigger backpack. But on the other hand, if you buy this humongous backpack and you get an ultralight sleep system and an ultralight trekking pole tent, then you could get away with a 30 or 35-liter backpack, and it would be more than enough for you. So always, when you're getting your equipment, do it in that order: your sleep system, your shelter, and then your backpack. So this video, again, really isn't about the actual gear that you need to go backpacking, but actually how you just start. So let's say that you've borrowed some gear, or maybe you've bought a couple of items and you're ready to go backpacking. Where are you going to go? How are you going to get there? How are you going to plan the trip that you're about to go on? The easiest place to start is Google. Type in the search bar backpacking trails near me. Or if you're wanting to go to a specific area, like Kings Canyon, for example, backpacking trails in Kings Canyon National Park. A lot of information will come up, and then you can go from there, reading blogs and different, reviews on those certain trails, and help you determine where you're going to go. Another great way to find backpacking trails is apps. There's lots of great apps out there. I use All Trails the most, and you can open up the app and trails that are just near you in your general area will auto populate. But then you can go in and search specific areas like Kings Canyon, and all of the trails that are in that area will populate. Then you can even narrow your search down by filtering the activity, being backpacking. You can filter the difficulty level of the trail, whether it's easy or very strenuous, and really find a trail that is suitable for your first backpacking trip. So once you've found your trail, how are you going to get there? Well, that's probably the easiest part of the whole thing, because the app that you use will take you right to it. And most trailheads are in Google Maps and Apple Maps anyway. If you just type them in to those applications, they should take you there as well. But that's it, guys. That is this week's video. I hope that this video helps someone who has never gone backpacking muster up the courage to start looking and searching and getting out there for your first backpacking trip. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please consider subscribing to my channel. Last I looked, I had about 85 subscribers, really trying to hit 100 and then 200 and so on and so forth till I get to 1,000 subscribers and hopefully can monetize this channel. So your help in that would be greatly appreciated. Leave in the comments some stories of your first backpacking trips. How was it? Did you freeze all night? Was it fantastic? Was it miserable? Maybe some lessons that you learned. And leave those in the comments below so that other people watching this can read through them and maybe learn some additional information. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.